Hi, here's my vlog for yeah, August 21st, Monday, 9:48 a.m. Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's like the money came in from Venmo, and as soon as that happens, I'll do my K1 on TurboTax. I guess next year you don't have to do taxes on TurboTax no more. You just go straight to the IRS website, and so hopefully they'll set it up in a simple way and make it easy and simple and stuff. So, um, but uh, my roommate apparently her I guess comes too. So at noonie time I have to I guess start cleaning because there's ferret schnitz all over the place. There's ferret diarrhea puddles on my front door because I noticed that they really like protein drink. And so I was like, let's just give them like a whole bowl full of protein juice because they like it so much. And I was doing research and I couldn't find anywhere where somebody gives their ferrets protein drink. But maybe it has too much sugar because you're not supposed to give sugar to ferrets. And I guess there's sugar in that. Maybe that's what it was. But if they get diarrhea like that, I'm not going to give it to them again because they could poop on my shag rug. But they really like it. It's probably the sugar that they like. But it's high protein, so I figured maybe it was high enough protein to work for a ferret. But no, they did poopy puddles. But anyway, oh yeah, and so yeah, just clean or whatever. And I guess when he gets here, I'll write out just with a pencil and a piece of paper, or a pen and a piece of paper. You just write out a lease, and then take pictures of it. I don't think I have any more like ink on my on my printer. Yeah, so yeah, like that's the box that I'm on that I was gonna finish yesterday, and I was supposed to finish probably today, or I would have finished it last night. I was on perfect, good track. I would have finished this at midnight or whatever, 2 in the morning, 3 or 6, 5 in the morning, and then I would have started a new one. But the thing was, my roommate was coming today, and I wanted to be awake for that. And last night, like midnight came around, and I found myself groggy enough that I knew that if I lay down, I'd fall asleep, I actually didn't sleep for most of the night, but I was so relaxed that, yeah, I basically slept, at least for the beginning part, and it was nice, so I knew that would happen. And so I got up, and so for the second days in a row, I'm totally diurnal. I get up at 6 this morning, and then I just started working on this. Yeah, so I'll probably get done with it before I have to start cleaning the apartment. So yeah, I'll clean it, and then he comes from Dubai, and or he's from Dubai, he's another part of town, but and then and then I'll check my bank account today or tomorrow, and whenever that comes, I'll do my taxes. But yeah, I mean, I'm just doing this, and that's pretty cool. Keeping up, I wasn't really listening to that much music this morning. Mostly silence, which is something I almost never do. I think I'm going to start doing books pretty soon again after the roommate moves in, settle that in. And start doing the books again. Perfect situation for books. This tracing, but my mind has not been. I've been distracted, too distracted. So I've decided. I'm gonna grow my hair out, and then I'm going to, whenever I have the money, I'm going to do rainbow hair. So I'm gonna do little like rubber bands at the bottom, and then have pigtails that come out to the sides, so it'll be split down the middle, and you have it rainbow, so it's pink, orange, yellow, dark yellow, green, dark green, blue, dark blue, violet, purple, and so you have 20 hairs going down, and they're not, and they're like, it's just hair. They're pigtails, so you keep it combed, but you have as long of hair as you can with that. And then I call myself Pontifex Maximus Arcoises Crystallis Espiralicus, because the longer your name is, the more important you are. The more titles you have, the more important you are, like in history. Like if you look at, like an emperor, you would call him like King Ferdinand, Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, King of Bavaria, Spain, Netherlands, and Protectorate of the Holy Roman See and the Vatican or something like that. I don't know. So it's kind of like that. So, yeah, because I'm Pontifex Maximus. Yeah, chief priest, chief architect. And, what did I say? Pontifex Maximus. My brain, dude. Should I smoke some more weed? Pontifex Maximus. Arcoises. Arcoises Espiralicus. Which stands for rainbow crystal. Arcoises rainbow crystallis crystal. Espiralicus spiral. Pontifex Maximus Rainbow Crystal Spiral. Because Rainbow Crystal Spiral is the title. Because Rainbow Crystal website. Spiral Dynamics. Because spiral rainbow is really freaking cool. It's like artwork. Have you ever heard of the book Rainbow Goblins? Oh, God damn it. Fuck. Well, God damn it. Did she take it? I think she took it. Fucking bitch. God. I think my mom took the book and fucking stole it from me. I used to have it, man. It was like the biggest book ever. It was like this big. Literally, it was like this big. It's only like a few pages, but it's like a book of freaking posters, the Rainbow Goblins, man. Like, they go to the end of the rainbow and they collect all of the light from the end of the rainbow, and then they would swirl it into these swirls in their cave, man. And, like, rainbow colors swirled in a spiral. Like, I wanna have a bicycle. I have a fire bike. S-Works. I have a specialized S-Works time trial bike. It looks like fire. It's yellow on the bottom and it's orange in the middle, and it's red on the bottom, orange in the middle, and yellow on the top. I'll show it, but it's underneath like a beanbag right now. But I want one that is that has rainbow spiraling around the bike, separated by ribbons of gold. But anyway, rainbow spirals. So Rainbow Crystal is the website. But then Spiral is the Spiral Dynamics. And I'm working on a Spiral Dynamics webpage on my website. Is it even linked? I don't think it's even linked. Oh, God. I'm going to check it pretty soon and see if it's linked. In fact, let me check right now, really quick. It would be under original ideas on my education page. Original material. Generations in Spiral Dynamics. Yeah, I have it. It's on there. You should check it out. It's in the proofreading, or it's in the rough draft stage though. Anyway, Spiral Dynamics. I'm making a page on my website that combines generations and Spiral Dynamics, because Spiral Dynamics is about generations. And so I'm plugging in generations, and it's how how you change throughout generations, and then you can describe what's going to happen in the future. And my brain's not working all that well, but it's basically like every single quality that you ever had throughout history, you would embrace now, and that's what my website is all about. My website is about embracing warrior culture from when we were cavemen, only in the form of sports. Everybody does that, but you do it with, but you actually add points to it. And anyways, that's just a really quick, just discussion. But I'm gonna work on that book that whenever I get bored with whatever I'm doing. But I'm gonna try to work on the most tedious stuff as I possibly can, as long as I can, because the uh, that's the only way that I would finish a website like mine. It's just a time thing, and so to get the time stuff out, and then like the writing, like the writing, that's gonna be like not even work when I do it. It'll just be fun because the website will be finished. Same thing with like when I become an athlete. I won't even feel like training because I won't be distracted by an unfinished website. So anyway, I don't know how I got started talking on that. But uh, um, uh, anyway, I'm going to. I don't have that much more work. I wanted to go to the store and get some Mexican food, Amy's burrito, because I forgot to go there when I went there. I got an energy drink and came back. I was like, oh shit, I went there to get other stuff. But I think I'm gonna work a little bit more and then like be in silence and then try to like listen to music. And I haven't even checked Audible yet. I've had Audible credit for 4 days and I haven't even checked. I think I'll do that now. I'll go and I'll see what's on my wish list and download a book and maybe listen to some of it. Um, um, but yeah, that's basically for the next month and a half. So I'm going to be doing this, and so I need to start listening to a book pretty soon because I can concentrate like a lot on it, like almost all of my concentration on it. There's a web page that I want to make or I want to incorporate into my biweekly history test page. The concept of long-term versus short-term memory, and oh god damn it, I lost my train of thought. Oop, completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, and also how much brain power you need in order to listen to a book, like different activities that you would do, and how much brain power it would take, so that which ones you would want to listen to a book more, and which ones you want to less. And the tracing is not very much. It's like to write, it's too much for that, or to think of something, to invent something, it's too much for that. Like if something that would take 100% of my brain power, where I wouldn't be able to do anything, I wouldn't be able to ride a bike, I wouldn't be able to trace something on the website, I wouldn't be able to do anything other. I probably wouldn't even be able to listen to music. I wouldn't be able to do anything other than just sit there and close my eyes. And that is designing the fight suit. I'm starting to get really interested in that. And I think I'm going to start like contacting, you know, people. Because you need in order to, well, yeah, in order to do it, you need somebody who actually fights. But so I want to make a fight suit, like a stormtrooper suit, like Star Wars, where you put on like a helmet and like the strongest puncher in the world, you could lay on your back and the strongest puncher in the world could hit you like 100 times as hard as they could, and you wouldn't feel it. All you would feel is a little bit of a rattle, but you wouldn't get injured at all. And it would be reliable like that for like 50 years, so I guess made out of But I was hoping that you could build something, or maybe, yeah, I was hoping that you could build something out of a 3D printer that's that strong. Like, and I haven't researched for 3D printer, but maybe you could buy like a special block of like extra hard plastic. I don't know. Or I guess you would make the prototype with the 3D printer, and then you would send it in. Yeah, that's what you do. I want to make a prototype with a 3D printer and then send it into the factory to build like a $10,000 or more titanium version of it, and then you would market that. Um, or you could market one that anybody could just build with a 3D printer and just have and then just have like a half life for it. I don't know, but anyway, um, and you make it so that I don't even know if I think I've talked about this, but people could fight each other, and then an app would decide who the winner is. So like people fight, right? And then you go to 20 different sections on it, and you do the app, and the app looks at the discoloration of the pads that you Velcro on top of your fight suit, and it decides who got hit the hardest, the most, and the most, in the different like soft locations, and then you would even on the nose you would have um, different to make it more accurate. Maybe you would have these little rings of blood you would have to break that are on top of the nose, and you would just replace the rings, and it would be the same as how much you'd have to hit somebody to break their nose with UFC gloves on, and and um, and then just this. Well, maybe that would be the only thing, the nose, but then discoloration, and, and then you would get the discoloration back to normal by cooking it in the oven, and so that way it's like built to last, and you could have bands that you could try to break. Like you would have to pull somebody's arm all the way out in order to just break a band, and that would simulate an arm bar. And then you would replace the little bands and the little like things in here after every fight. So you'd have like a bunch of extra of these pads and like little blood rings and like little straps or whatever. So, but you would have to. So I would lay if I was going to lay in bed at night and design that in my head, like exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't have to concentrate all the way on that. But that would be fun to try to build something that would actually work, 3D printer, and then make the plans, and then figure out what compound you would need. I guess research that, and then but all of it seems like it's something you could do, like any normal person could do. You could figure out how to build the app yourself because all it is judging colors. You could figure out how to build the fight suit because it's just a 3D printer. And yeah, so I just thought that'd be a cool idea because then I could challenge like the world heavyweight champion, like Francis Ngannou, to a fight. In fact, I wouldn't even have to do it. Francis Ngannou's 9-year-old daughter could challenge him to a fight. And he could hit her as hard as he possibly could. Or try to give her the armbar as hard as he possibly could, because the suit is designed to not overextend. It has the little lock here. But it does have the bars here or the little straps. So anyway, that's like a side project of mine that's like 20 years in the distance, like the 100th important thing. But it would still be a fun thing to lay in at night and just figure it out. Because if I could lay at night and figure out every square centimeter of the design in my head, that would make it so that by the time I finally have a chance to like describe it on my website, I would have it already in my head, Yeah, like kind of reminds me of the number visualization. Because I look at this a lot, and I notice, like, I think it's possible to actually visualize with for normal people, with a photographic memory, 160,000 people and every number in between. Like, you would actually be able to see, like, the thing I made in your head, like, all of the different rows and colors and everything. And so when somebody gives you a number, it's not abstract at all. You're actually looking at the number in your head because you've seen it enough times, like from books and everything, and looking at it. I got that idea because I was watching videos on loop, and I would like lay in bed and I would like have the video on loop that I have on my other computer in the background, and I could like see it in my head, like it was like I was watching TV, and I was like, wow, we need to do that with the numbers, you know, and everything else, like all the educational stuff. Anyway, so that's what's getting me excited about this. Like, I'm gonna put it for upload when I'm done tracing these, and then so you can see what I have. But then I'm going to, finish it by making them all the numbers, 20 colors across. For like every 20 has its own color, and so that's 6,000 some odd different, folders. But it's 160,000 is 400 by 400. Anyways, enough talking. I'm gonna get back to work and start cleaning it like 2 hours at noon, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be talking about how I'm done with this and I'm making good progress with the other thing. And yeah, I'm gonna do like taxes tomorrow because I got the money and all this kind of cool stuff. So yeah, and I'm happy I got a roommate because that was like right when I was getting critical. So, but yeah, I mean my luck has been good over the last 10 years or whatever. I kind of come across money like right when I need it, So like magical. So I kind of do feel like I've got blessed. I'm blessed for for the website. Like, everything. Now my family had stepped out of the way, and like if this continues, I get to work all the time. Like I will finish this website in like 3 years. I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Anyway, for the next couple months, it's gonna be these numbers. So tracing 120,000 people. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.